just got even easier for all those wings that you're gonna be cooking with for your guests. From Ninja, this is your double stack, your extra large 10-quart 6-in-1 air fryer. That's right, my friends. I can be cooking 2 different sets of wings at the same time. I can be cooking 2 different 5-pound chickens at the same time. I could be air frying my vegetables and then maybe baking some salmon all at the same time. Lowest price that we have found on the market, and here's what's really exciting. So many of you already know and love Ninja when it comes to your air fryer. But for the 2 level 1, usually we're going across, right? So we're taking up more counter space. This genius invention, it's a double stack. So now it goes vertical, and using an air fryer, you are cooking with up to 75% less fat than a traditional air fryer. That's why so many people love it. But we're not just air frying, my friends. We are also gonna air broil. We can roast, we can bake, we can reheat, and we can dehydrate, all in this incredible double stack from Ninja. Exclusive bundle. So there's the functionality that you're seeing. Here's what makes this a retail value of over $270, because you not only get the double stack, which is actually about $249 itself. So $100 off the double stack, but then we're gonna give you the crisper trays. We're gonna give you the wire racks. We're gonna give you the tongs. We're gonna give you the skewers. We're even gonna give you a nice little cookbook that you see right here, so you can be ready, set, go, out of the box and make some of the meals. But here's the value. I wanna put it there on the screen so you can visually see. Over $270 value. The double stack itself, $249, so we're $100 off that, and then we put together an exclusive bundle here for you at HSN. Here's how you can shop for this. Everyone has 5 months to pay this off, so $30 gets this home. You'll get it in time for the big game. You know you're gonna be cooking for the big game. This is a way to cook for a large group and cooking smarter, not harder, because you're doing 2 different meals at the same time. 891-581 is the item number. Rochelle Lucas is here with us. She's a recipe developer. She's a food blogger.
Hi, so good
Just
to
the
see you.
sweetest person ever.
Well, I'm
oh
gonna
my
feed you good
goodness.
today too.
I cannot wait. But this is so genius. So many people love our traditional air fryer, which I know that we have it over there. I mean, it takes up some real estate. Now we're going vertical.
We're going vertical. We took everything that you loved about the double basket air fryer and we made it vertical, and making it 40% slimmer, giving you all your counter space back. But we didn't take away capacity. It's still 10 quarts. You can still do 10 pounds of wings, just like these. So this is 5 pounds of wings here, 5 pounds of wings here. We call this wings 2 ways because it's 2 different flavors. So imagine having this for the big game. We've got some buffalo wings on this side, and then we have some lemon pepper wings on this side. And this recipe is included with the double stack air fryer. So I love that we gave you all that capacity, plus we gave you your counter space back. And the way we did that is we put the fan and the heating element in the back instead of on top. So now it's going to push all that hot air through, and you can actually do up to 4 foods in the double stack air fryer. So it's more than just 2. It is a 2 basket, but you can layer it. We like to say rack, stack, and repeat.
I love that.
Rack, stack, and repeat. That's on our little form that comes with it too. But basically you can use those racks to load 4 different foods and have them all done at the same time. But again, it's space saving. It's 40% slimmer. It's more vertical, so you're gonna get all your counter space back. I can't wait to teach you how to use it too in this next half hour. It's so fun, it's so easy. But you can do things like a 5-pound chicken. You can do 10 pounds of wings. You can do your vegetables in one basket and your protein in the other, and make sure they're both done at the same time. We even have a dinner to show you where we did 1 dinner for the adults and 1 dinner for the kids. So the adults get like chicken breast and green beans, and the kids get their French fries and their chicken nuggets, all done at the same time. So here's how that works. We have that smart finish technology, and that's gonna do the math for you, so that way it makes sure everything's done at the same time, even if it has 2 different cooking temperatures, even if it has 2 different cooking styles. And then we have match cook if you're doing both baskets and using it for that extra 10 quart capacity, if you wanna do 2 5-pound chickens, or if you wanna do 2 sets of wings. That match cook technology makes it just like one big basket. You just have to enter it once, hit that match cook button, and they both get done at the same time.
I mean, it's really incredible. Well over 2,800 already gone. If you need some chicken bites, free shipping and handling on Curtis Stone's, and also a little bit of a sell price on those chicken bites. I know there's different flavors. There's 3 pounds, there's 6 pounds. So if you need something in time, you're like, what am I gonna make for the big game? I need something fast and simple. One, you got the chicken bites, but then two, you gotta have the right tool. So this is what I love. So when we think about air frying, yeah, you can do some fries in it. Yeah, you can do some chicken wings, chicken bites in it. But you can also, if meal prepping, if making healthy meals is top of mind for you, one, you're cooking with about less than 75% fat with this, but then also two, look at the carrots. And the crunch that you get whenever air frying or baking. I mean,
and potatoes.
It's quality.
It is. So we've got we're doing a whole roast here that maybe you might do for Easter or for Sunday roast. So we did our carrots on the top with the layer, with the rack, and then we did our potatoes underneath. But wait till you see, I fit a whole 5-pound chicken in the bottom one. So here, let me just put this back. Let me go grab that chicken.
And those tongs are included, by the way. That's part of your exclusive bundle of getting the tongs, then you get skewers, and then you get the racks. So
we designed them real smart too. They got little feet, so that way they don't dirty your countertop. Yeah. So then we have a whole. Can you see this in the basket before I pull it out? Look, there's a whole 5-pound chicken in there.
That's the bottom basket. Remember the top one we started with the potatoes and the carrots.
Yes. So before I pull it out, I want to show you. We've got a whole 5-pound chicken in there, and so you know, around the holidays, because we have such a small family, I'll usually just do a chicken instead of doing a turkey because this makes it so easy. And look at how beautifully that is. Nice golden brown, crispy and delicious on the outside, tender, juicy and delicious on the inside. But we were able to do that whole meal in our double stack.
Oh my goodness.
The whole meal.
I want to hear that.
Yeah.
You hear that crisp?
Mm-hmm. You've got that nice golden caramelization on there. Yeah. The carrots, the potatoes. It's just here. Let me put some little parsley on there too.
We'll dress it up.
Dress it up with some parsley.
So if you really want to be fancy for the big game, there's your meal, right?
I know, right?
There's your meal. If you're going to do a small party with a few people, there's your meal with that. All using that air fryer. If really quick, if you'll entertain this for a bit, I want to take you where we kind of started. Why a lot of people used to shy from the dual air fryers, because we love the idea of cooking 2 separate meals, even up to 4 different foods at the same time. But it took up a lot of real estate, right? I mean, I got a small kitchen, and this takes up a lot of real estate. So what we did is we made it about 40% slimmer. So here's where we started. Now here's where we're at. And that's why so many of you are loving it. Almost 3,000 of these already gone. 30 bucks gets this home. We'll show you more foods. But remember, that 6-in-1. I mean, it's your air fryer, your air broiler, it's your baker, it's your dehydrator. You can reheat with this as well. It's over a $270 value that you're getting at $149.99. If I can make it even less for you, shop with your HSN credit card, because once you hit 100 bucks, and we're over 100 bucks, you're gonna take $25 off. So now you're at what? $124.99 whenever you get this home. And we'll show you that code momentarily, but you can use it over and over and over again only today. The code is 183159 to go ahead, and only today can you secure that value. But here's how it works, and this is why I love Rochelle, because what I love about Ninja, and I actually personally, not this one because this is brand new, I personally have a Ninja air fryer, and I just had rebought one a couple months ago from HSN from here because the value was so good. What I love about it is Ninja makes it so simple. It's not intimidating.
We do. We make it really easy. So what you're doing, or what you're seeing me do here is I'm just basically loading a basic dinner for 2 to 4. I've got my potatoes in the bottom on the skewers. The skewers are something that comes along with it. Then I loaded my asparagus and my lemon and my tomatoes. And then I've got my salmon that I'm just going to put on top here. Well, I could probably put 4 fillets up here, but just for the show, I'm just doing 2, like for a dinner for 2. This is something I do with my husband quite a bit because it's a real quick and easy weeknight dinner. So I have my salmon up here on the first basket. Down here, I have my potatoes and onions on skewers. Let me show you how easy it is to use. So let's go to the front panel here. When I turn it on, it says hello. We're really polite at Ninja. Even your air fryer will talk to you. It will say goodbye when it's done too. It's really nice. So here's the 2 baskets. So you have basket 1 and 2. For basket 1, you've got 6 different functions here. You just kind of scroll between them with the dial here. I'm gonna select air fry. It's already at 390, but I'm gonna reduce the time for the salmon just to 14 minutes. For the potato skewers, I'm going to also select air fry. This is basket 2. It's already on air fry. Actually, let's do roast. Let's do roast for the potatoes. It's at 375, but I'm going to reduce the time just to 10 minutes. Now, you have 3 different buttons here. One is the DoubleStack Pro. That one I'm going to use in a little bit later when I'm doing the meal for 4, where I'm doing 4 different things. That's when you use that button. I'm going to hit Smart Finish for this, and when I hit Start, notice how it says hold up here. That hold is going to make sure that it's all done at the same time. So it's holding the potatoes. And once this timer matches up to the potatoes, they'll both start. And so it does the math for you, which at the end of the long day, you kind of need that, right? Like,
yeah. Well, and you kind of need the fact of having your whole meal ready at the same time.
That's true.
I mean, think about your Thanksgiving probably wasn't, right? So the fact that you're able to get a whole meal ready at the same time is really, really exceptional. So remember, I mean, everything that you're seeing right now on the table, and we say we're getting you game day ready because it really is top of mind for all of us, whether you're watching for the halftime show or you're watching the cheer on whoever will make it to the big game. You are able to make life easier for when you're prepping. I mean, from the hot dogs to the wings that we had to the chicken that we had, maybe the taquitos, burgers, salmon, all these different things that you can use with your Ninja, with that double stack, that extra large, still 10 quarts. And remember, you get the 2 racks. So whenever we're separating foods like you saw at Rochelle, you're getting those racks. You're getting the skewers that you saw that she put the potatoes on. And then you're also getting the tongs that you see her utilizing as well.
It's like a little extra free gift.
It's a lot. It's a lot for over a $270 value at $149.99. 30 bucks gets it home on any debit or credit card. Recipe book included too, so it's out of the box and you are ready to cook. 891-581 is the item number. All right, I'm gonna keep letting you do your thing. Sure. The sky's the limit with your
While
Ninja.
the salmon is cooking, we've got some breakfast I'm gonna get in a minute, but I wanted to show you, we are giving you the recipe book to give you all the tools you need to do the same foods at home. So this wings 2 ways, if you wanna do those for the big game, we have that recipe in here. We have Kickstarter recipes in here. We also have cooking charts if you've got some favorite foods that you want to use. So all of those things are included when you get it home. We also give you what I was calling the rack, stack, and repeat. So this is kind of like a choose your own adventure. I call this like the dinner menu at home. So you can kind of choose what you want for dinner, and it gives you the time and the temperature and how long to cook it for. So we really try to make it easy for you once you get this home to be able to create the same results that we do here in the studio. And the wings are just so impressive to have for the big game. And I got to tell you, I'm not really into football, but I am into food, and so that is why I like to prep for the big game. But let's do some breakfast here. So in the top here, we've got some air fried bacon.
Oh, that bacon looks perfect.
Yes, and so we used the rack here for the bacon, and then we did some hash browns underneath, and then I've got my sweet stuff and my eggs in the other basket. So again, it's 2 baskets and 2 racks. So you can do up to 4 foods and have them all done at the same time. Now this is a lot. Look at the capacity here on the hash browns. And so I'm just gonna fill the plate up with these hash browns. Look at how nothing is sticking.
Also, this is dishwasher safe as well.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, it's dishwasher safe. And so normally, you know, a lot of meals that you would do, like sheet pan meals, you can do in your air fryer, except the sheet pan is harder to clean. And so I think this is such a time saver. Plus you don't have to wait for your oven to preheat. You know, usually my oven will take 15 minutes to preheat. You don't have to wait for the oven to preheat for that. So I've even got some left over in here, but I'm ready for those French toast sticks. I'm gonna swap this out.
Yeah, that's the one that I wanted. Can I taste the crispiness
Oh, go
of
for
your
it.
bacon?
Yeah.
I love.
I come here to feed you. It's not quite lunchtime, but it's afternoon snack time. So yeah, go for the bacon. Ooh. We've got some French toast sticks.
You know, I always think that you have to get the crunch, and I apologize for chewing in your face, for the skillet, but you can get the same incredible results when you air fry.
Absolutely. And then we did these French toast sticks from scratch. Of course, you could use, you know, frozen French toast sticks too if you wanted to save some time. And then we also did, if anybody is starting their New Year's diet, I have not started mine yet. That starts in February. we did some eggs inside peppers here. And so we used the peppers. Of course, you could use your Anchor Hocking in here too if you wanted. But basically, we've got our eggs and peppers, and I think there's a little water in there. But we could definitely cook that off too, or do a more solid egg if you want a more solid egg. But I love that we've got a whole breakfast all done. I'm gonna put a little bit of parsley here, and imagine getting this at a restaurant, how much that would cost you.
Oh yeah, the fact that, so in the Ninja Double Stack, cooking at the exact same time, right? It's not like I had to cook this and then I'm bouncing back and forth. You're setting it, and you're walking away and you're sitting down, maybe watching HSN, sipping your coffee, and then your breakfast is ready for it, and it alerts you. We had French toast, we have the eggs and the pepper, we have the hash browns, and we have the bacon. It truly is I mean, unmatchable with what you're getting, that you're able to load, stack, and repeat. That's why I love that so many of you are jumping in on this. This is really gonna make a difference. If you plan on hosting and cooking for the big game, you gotta get this home, right? And you got 30 days to love it or to send it back. And if you don't love it, I don't know who doesn't love the idea of cooking with about 75% less fat. I don't know who doesn't love the idea of that your Ninja will cook up to 4 different food items for you all at the same time. But the value, that's why you come here to HSN. It's the lowest price that we have found on the DoubleStack, the extra large. You're still getting 10 quarts, even though it's a slimmer design because it is that vertical. The system itself, the Ninja DoubleStack itself, is $249.99. We're already $100 under that, and then now we build this exclusive bundle that you're able to get the skewers with it, and you're able to get the tongs. All well over $270 value that you're at $149.99. You can use the FlexPay to get it home, $30 on any debit or credit card, interest-free payments. But now is the time to decide, because I know you're probably going to host people for the big game, and I know you're going to cook some wings, I know you're going to cook some French fries, some chicken tenders, all the different things. But even beyond that, cooking your breakfast, your dinner, and your lunch throughout the week, making life easier. 891-581 is the item number. I think I talked long enough to disturb.
That's okay. The camera almost got a taste there. the camera was like, ooh, those wings look real good. I almost thought that camera was going to take a little taste. But let's go. I've got plenty of other things to show you too. So let me show you some of the other things we made. We've got some more appetizers. Bring the plate. Bring the plate. I'll keep feeding you.
That is really good. Oh my. You know what's? It's so impressive to know that the French toast is perfect and the bacon is perfect.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
So impressive.
Everybody loves crispy bacon, right? And so what we've got here is we've got a dinner 2 ways. So we've got dinner for the adults and dinner for the kids. We did some mozzarella chicken, so this has got some Italian seasoning in it. Oh my gosh, this is so good, and I don't want to ruin that cheese, because look at that cheese.
Oh, there you go. Ooh.
Oh, it's so good. So we basically did a little caprese on there, a little mozzarella, a little tomato. We've got some green beans underneath. Look at that cheese. And then underneath the rack is where we put our green beans. And I don't mind a little cheese on my green beans. I got to tell you, that makes the vegetables even more. But we've got a little garlic in there, a little green beans. Look at the capacity too. I mean, I've got so many green beans in here, I could have some left over. And if you do have things left over, if you are just cooking for 1 or 2 in your household, and you're like, oh, I don't know about the capacity, you'll be happy to have the capacity when you're entertaining, but you can always use that reheat function, and it's gonna come out just as delicious. So I've got that dinner, right? So that's dinner for 2 there, and then I also have dinner for kids here.
Oh, wow.
So I've got the chicken tenders and French fries. And so no more arguments over who wants what for dinner. Everybody can have what they want for dinner. We cooked 4 foods and had them all done at the same time.
Think how much time you're saving,
yes,
right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna go around the basil here so we can fill this little plate, but we did our chicken tenders and our fries in 1 basket.
Wow.
We added that rack, so rack, stack, and repeat. Then we also did the green beans and the chicken in the other, so everybody gets to have what they want for dinner. You don't have to cook it like with traditional air fryers, and everybody loves their air fryer. Maybe you even have one at home. People love it because it's 75% less fat. But if you're cooking in a single basket air fryer, you have to cook one thing, and then you have to pull it out, and you have to cook the next thing.
Right.
And then the first thing's cold. Now nobody's got anything cold anymore. Everybody can have you know, a hot meal and have your sides and your main all ready at the same time.
At the exact same time. So here's the thing, a lot of you are jumping in. If you do need some chicken bites, we have some from Chef Curtis Stone, an incredible award-winning chef that we have here at HSN. So the price varies. It depends if you want 3 pounds or 6 pounds. There's even like auto ship, so you'll always get it at that sell price. If you need any other kitchen utensils, we have some great stuff from Kitchen HQ that you can see on the side of your screen. And by the way, I had a whole hour of anchor hocking before this, that glass storageware. So when we're cooking all these different things, feel free to add the anchor hocking. Just put it out there. It's a really great way to store your food and then eat out of it too, and dishwasher safe as well, just like your air fryer little pieces. But look, you have your green beans, your chicken, and then you have your chicken bites, you have your French fries, all of this cooked at the exact same time. I think I would pay more than $149, right? To be able to have all the pieces of the meal cooked at the exact same time and ready at the exact same time. And then knowing that those baskets are dishwasher safe.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Feel free to jump into the ordering process. I know a lot of you are doing so. $30 gets it home on any debit or credit card. Remember, if you're shopping with your HSN credit card, you're over that $100 price point where you'll get $25 off. So you can use the code over and over today. It's 183159. All right, are you ready to see what Rochelle has for you next?
This smells so good. I couldn't resist. This is steak.
Oh my goodness.
So we've got basically a little Valentine's Day dinner, and it's meant to be a Valentine's Day dinner for 2, but this is really enough to feed 4. So we've got some steaks here. I'm gonna cut into one, so I'm gonna put one here. But look at the caramelization on that steak that we got with that rack. That perfect caramelization, and then underneath it is where we put all of our vegetables. So I'm just gonna hide the rack here underneath.
I love the
put
color
in the dishwasher a little bit later. I like crispy vegetables are my favorite. You get that nice caramelization. Brussels sprouts are really good in the air fryer too. But this is just one basket. So we've got our vegetable and our steak all in one basket. We did these little lava cakes also in the air fryer. And then underneath, we've got our surf and turf. Ooh. And so we use the skewers to do some shrimp as well. So a whole meal, you know, the skewers with the shrimp, the steak, the broccoli, and the dessert, all done in our air fryer. And so I love that you're able to cook so much, like we said, with those racks, you know, rack, stack, and repeat. You can do 4 different foods and have them all done at the same time. So this smells so good. I wish you at home could smell it too. I'm just gonna finish this shrimp. If you wanted to have some shrimp, I'll put some there for you there too.
Absolutely, the
and I'm gonna cut into the
skewers
steak.
are included too. So you get 5 skewers that come with it. You get the tongs that you're seeing that Rochelle's using, which is really great. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna test the skewers against your steak because it's really incredible to think that you're able to cook both those at the same time. So as you cut that, I'm gonna...
So good, right? And here I've got some little pieces of steak here for you.
Oh my goodness,
you know, and you can cook this steak to the temperature that you want based on the time that you have it there. But look at the caramelization on the outside. Look at how tender, delicious, and juicy it is on the inside. And you've got that perfect color, and it's because it's cooking it with hot air essentially. So it's pushing that hot air around it. Isn't that good? Yeah, so, you know, a whole steak dinner done in your double stack. I mean, imagine how much you'd pay at a restaurant for this whole meal. Would be, you know, $180 easily at your local steak restaurant. So here's how it works. Here's that double stack rack and how it's different. And so what we did differently is we put the heating element and the fan in the back instead of on the top. So that's why it's able to heat all of your food and cook it all evenly. It's surrounding your food with hot air. So that is the difference in the design, is that it's coming from the back instead of the top. And because we did that, now we're able to take it vertical and give you that double stack design to save you counter space. And so it's really easy to store, to clean. Yes. I love it. I really love it. I think you'll love it once you get it home too. So again, you can cook 4 foods at once with the DoubleStack Air Fry technology. You get your 2 baskets, you get 2 racks, you get the skewers, and you get the tongs. So we give you everything you need. Of course, it has that 10-quart capacity. You can use 1 basket though. Like, so they do work independently. If you just need to use 1 basket to reheat your pizza or reheat your meal or do a grilled cheese,
that's important.
You don't have to do both. You can just do one if you just want to do one.
I love it. So the shrimp was cooked perfectly. I wanted to make sure the peppers had that crunch, and they did. And then I still had that moisture, that juiciness in the steak. And then we're all cooked at the same time. I mean, the double stack is giving you your time back. It really is. I mean, you're not over the stovetop anymore, babysitting these meals for 30. I mean, I love a quick meal in 30, 40 minutes, but you're still babying it for 30, 40 minutes. This, you do the prep work, you put it into your Ninja, your double stack. You can do 4 foods at the same time, set the timer, has that smart finish, boom, now you got your time back. You're sitting down, maybe catching up with your significant other, like, hey, how was your day? Maybe you're drinking your coffee if you're using it in the morning. All this at $149.99. The unit itself, this is the lowest price we found. The unit itself is $249. And you are able to cook all these fabulous meals with your double stack at the best price that we have found at $149.99. Then you get the recipes that are included, which is really a really nice booklet too, that tells you so if you're like, well, if I'm gonna cook chicken breast, how long do I cook it for? You know, at what temperature? It tells you all the temperatures you need, all the times that you need, and even if so it is a nice booklet of recipes that you have included with this. Over a $270 value that you're getting at $149.99. So there it is for you on your screen, $274.93, and you're getting it at $149.99, well over $100 off. 891-581 is the item number. All right, so if you've been with us for a while, and I hope that you have spent some time with us, you're probably thinking about your dinner plans. Imagine that Rochelle just set up her dinner and her double stack.
I did.
We walked off.
And it's done.
12, 13 minutes later, her whole meal is done. Not just the protein, the vegetables are done with it too.
It's so tender, actually, the salmon's falling apart, but I'm gonna plate this one.
That salmon is perfectly
Look at how
cooked.
tender it is. And so we've got one whole fillet that came out, and then one is a little bit more tender, so when I pick it up with the tongs, it kind of falls apart. But look at how perfectly this is. Look at how tender, delicious, and juicy the salmon is. And so when, you know, we're always reaching for like the unhealthy foods, right? When we need something and we want it quick, you know, you don't have to always go for pizza, even though this will do a great job with pizza too. But this is something that I did in just 14 minutes.
Look at the juiciness.
Look at that.
Okay.
I know.
That's like cooked medium. Let me try.
Salmon, asparagus, we've got a little lemon juice, if you want to squeeze a little lemon juice there. We did our tomatoes too. Here, it might be hot. You want me to do it with the skewers? You got it.
I got it.
Or the tongs, she's got it.
My hands are so cold in studio. I'm like, I actually need some warmth right now. But
it's winter, right? Yeah.
But this was what, Rochelle? 13, 14 minutes?
14 minutes, and this was just one basket. Remember, we have 2 baskets. So let me go back to the other basket here. We did our potatoes.
This is good.
Now these are gonna be hot because they're on the skewer, so I would give these just a moment to cool off.
Okay, I won't touch it.
But look at that. We've got our skewers with the potatoes that we layered into the basket as well. So 2 baskets. You can do up to 4 different foods. We did 3 different foods here. I guess 4 if you count the tomatoes as well. But I love that you're able to cook so many different things in multiple ways. And have it all done at the same time. And you can even see in the basket here how it's designed differently. You can kind of see through the camera how it's got a grate here. That's what's allowing that hot air to flow through, because everything, the heat and the air is coming from the back of the basket now, not on top. So that's how you're able to cook everything evenly, and it's gonna surround your food with that hot air. And so we really truly do read all of your reviews and read when you say, hey, we really love the double basket air fryer. We just wish we had more counter space. Well, now we're giving you that. We're making it 40% slimmer.
Can I show you the comparison? Because a lot of you have watched and you've loved the idea of cooking 4 different foods at the same time, 2 different meals at the same time, however you want to separate it. But you would look and you'd be overwhelmed at the size. I mean, quite frankly, I would be too. I have a very small kitchen in my old Florida home. But what we've done is we've made it 40% slimmer. So now you're able to get the benefits, because we didn't cut down on this is still 10 quarts that you're able to accommodate. So that could be 5-pound chicken, 5-pound chicken. You can put dozens of chicken wings that are in there, but now we're 40% slimmer without taking back on the size. And look, beautiful footprint in your kitchen, in your countertop, to the point where you'd actually probably leave it out, right? That it's that beautiful, that nice, I like call it Goldilocks of a footprint. That you would leave it out. I mean, quite frankly, probably some of you have coffee pots that are bigger than that.
That's true.
I mean, really, some people get very fancy with their coffee, and then that beautiful slim design and really aesthetically pleasing too to look at. So you're more enticed to leave it on the counter, and you're gonna want to, because you're gonna use it for breakfast, you're gonna use it for lunch, and you're gonna use it for dinner. So if you wanna go ahead and grab it, well over 3,000 of you have already picked this up. Here's how you can shop for it. Lowest price that we have found, because the unit itself is $249.99. Then you also get some bonus things. So we're $100 off the unit itself, and then there's a bonus that we've thrown in where you get 5 of the kebab skewers, and then you also get the 9-inch tongs that rest just like this that are also included. And you get the recipes included as well. So a $274.93 offer value that you're getting at $149.99. If you've ever wanted to air fry, if you wanted to air broil, if you've wanted to dehydrate, if you've wanted to broil and bake, all these different things, you can make every food that you're seeing right there on your table. Big game is just around the corner. You'll get it in time for that. And you can make all this. Some of that, I mean, put 4 of those foods together. You can make them at the same time in your Ninja DoubleStack at a phenomenal value. 891-581 is the item number. There's that functionality that you're getting, so it's not just an air fryer. There's the air broil, the bake, the roast, the reheat, and also the dehydrate. For those who don't have an HSN credit card, you can use that 5 flex, $30 to go ahead and get this home. If you do have your HSN credit card, one, you know, you always get an extra flex, an extra month, but today only, you can actually save an additional $25 off when you hit $100 in your account and you're over that. So now you're at $124.99 for your today's special using that code 183159. Use it over and over today. But let's see what else that you have.
Yeah, I was going to show you how easy it is to use again. So in the top here, I have some leftover asparagus. So let's say this is for real at home for dinner. We'd be like, oh, we've got some leftovers in there. But let's say you've got kids or somebody and they want, oh, I want some leftover pizza. This bottom basket is empty. I'm going to show you how you can use them separate. So we've got some pizza here that we're going to reheat, and I'm going to go over the whole panel again so you can see exactly how easy it is to use and all the different functions that come with it. And so I'm just going to put the pizza in there just like what I would at home with my with my hands. And we're going to use that reheat function. Again, when you turn it on, it says hello, and then it starts blinking to ask you which basket you want to select. So I'm just going to use the bottom basket. They do work independently. They have independent heating elements and independent fans. So now that I've hit number 2, I'm just going to scroll over to reheat. It's not going to take 30 minutes to reheat that pizza, so I'm just going to hit the timer button here and scroll through probably about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to give it maybe 4 minutes, and then hit start. Just the bottom basket is working. So they do work independently. So you do have the capacity to do a little, but you also have that 10-quart capacity to do a lot when you need to.
Yeah, it's great. And because it's 40% slimmer than the usual like double-sided air fryer and what you're seeing, it is easy for you to go ahead and get home, accommodate in that space, but also you don't want to get home an air fryer and you're like, oh, I'm hosting people. I love the benefits of it, but now it's too small.
Yeah.
So I'd love that you get that 10-quart capacity so you can make it work for your family. Like I'm a family of 3, but I know that we'll be hosting people for the big game, probably be 8, 9 people there, and we could use that double stack and still not have something that's taken up all that counter space. And look at all the things
I was going to say,
that we have done.
We still have some more appetizers here at the end I want to show you, but I wanted to show you everything we've made so far. So we did a 5-pound chicken with the roasted carrots, with the roasted potatoes. We did 10 pounds of wings. So we did, this is wings 2 ways. This recipe comes with it. So we've got buffalo chicken wings. This is 5 pounds of wings here. We've got another 5 pounds of wings here. This is the lemon pepper. So 10 pounds of wings, 2 different ways, 2 different flavors. We did a salmon dinner for 2. So again, you can cook just a little bit if you just want to cook a little bit and have a nice healthy meal on a weekday night. This is something that I do often with my husband. It's perfect. We also did breakfast where we've got our French toast sticks and our bacon and our hash browns. We did donuts. We also did a meal for 4, but 2 different meals. So we did our chicken caprese here, and then we also did our chicken tenders and French fries for the kids. We did a whole Valentine's Day meal with the steak, surf and turf, with the French fries, with the skewers that comes with it. And we did our little mini lava cakes here that you can put in your Anchor Hocking, or you can put in other little baking dishes that fit inside the basket. Yeah. Now, let's open up some mozzarella sticks.
Oh, I can see the steam coming off. I'm ready.
Love the steam. So again, for that big game, you can do things from scratch. The wings are a recipe that are included from scratch, but if you just want to take something frozen that's already prepped, like mozzarella sticks or egg rolls or empanadas, you can do those as well, and you're going to get that nice crispiness on the outside, that tender, juicy deliciousness on the inside. I feel like I'm being dainty with these. Maybe I should just dump them out.
Yeah, but I can even like hear it as you are popping them off.
How crispy it is. Yeah. But look at how this cheese is melted. I mean, at the risk of burning my fingers, I want to show you. Look at this cheese. Look at that.
Okay, I'm going to grab one because I think it needs a taste test.
You do need a taste test. And we've got some sauce here if you want to dip, too.
Oh, I do love sauce.
It's so good.
Right, can you see the steam coming off that? Right, beautiful outer, just perfectly breaded and perfectly with that crunch and that toast, and then ooey gooey in the middle. I love that. And I know that you have more. And she has more in there.
We've got more. So what we did here, oh, is that good?
You hear the crunch?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So what we did on the top is we did some basically stuffed pepperoni bites, and so these have a little bit of cheese inside.
What? That's something new.
We used the rack here to give them a little bit of space, but I'm just going to move the rack like this and dump them so that way it'll make it easy. But this is something, maybe not healthy, but definitely like keto. So if somebody was wanting, still trying to maintain their diet in February, if they wanted to do something that was a little bit more like, maybe they're gluten-free or couldn't have any bread, but, that is definitely something they could do. But they're just fried pepperoni. If you ever love that crispiness of a pepperoni on a pizza and you're like, that's all I want is the pepperoni.
Yeah, like
that's what this is. That's what this is, yeah.
That's good. I'm going to give that a little taste
and it's so good. I've been eating that all day, to be honest. That was my midnight snack last night. So good, right?
That is so good.
I know. But again, we're giving you this everything that you loved about the double stack. So this is the double stack, no, I'm sorry, the double basket that's behind me. This is what you loved. We just made it more vertical to give you room. So it's 40% slimmer. So you're getting your counter space back. We put the fan and the heating element in the back. It now vents to the side. So it's not venting behind your cabinets anymore. It's venting to the side this way. But look at the slim design.
I mean, when we say
it's space saving.
It's slimmer by 40%, I mean, you can see it visually on your screen. A big difference. But that's why I love coming here to HSN, because we bring the products to life, right? I mean, not only, you're not just like walking by, you're like, wow, that's a really great value. You get to see it in action, all these different things that we cooked. And I mean, and different things from the vegetables to the protein, cooking all at the same time, to showing you the magic of that double stack. So feel free to jump in. I know we have a couple minutes left. A lot of you are jumping in. Probably a lot of you, depending on where you live, you're probably already thinking about, maybe you're at work watching us quietly with your headphones in, and you're just like, I can't wait to get home. What am I gonna eat for dinner? Imagine in the next few days, you get this home, come home after a long week of work, a long day of work, and you just throw in the salmon, throw in maybe your asparagus, throw in some potatoes into your double stack. And we give you recipes if you need a little bit of inspiration. We give you recipes in that gorgeous book. Tells you even the timing too. You just put on the time, and then you let your Ninja double stack do the work. You sit down, relax, watch a little bit of your favorite show, maybe have your favorite beverage. And depending on what you're cooking, within 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you have your whole meal ready for you, cooked to perfection.
And we just reheated some pizza too.
Look at that. Ooh. And perfectly,
look at how perfectly that is done.
Look at the crunch.
You will never want to reheat pizza in your microwave again, because you're able to get that nice crispy crust. You're able to get that nice just finish that you'd normally get when you go to a pizza parlor. So it's going to taste the way it did when you brought it home from your favorite pizza place. Maybe your leftovers from your favorite restaurant. It's going to taste the same way that you had it at the restaurant, because it's able to get that nice crunch, that crisp. I know.
And that's the best part.
That's the fry. This is why we just fried pepperoni, because the fried pepperoni is the best. You hear that crunch?
You heard that?
the fried pepperoni is my favorite part of the pizza, right? And so we did so much today. Just to recap all the things that we did a 5-pound chicken with the roast vegetables and the potatoes. We did 10 pounds of wings. This is wings 2 ways. That recipe comes with it. So we've got buffalo chicken wings, lemon pepper chicken wings. We did a healthy salmon and asparagus salad. We did breakfast. We reheated pizza. We did donuts. We've got another dinner that we did for 4, but we did 2 different dinners. So we did a healthy dinner for the adults, and then we did some chicken tenders and french fries for the kids. We did a date night Valentine's Day meal with surf and turf and the little lava cakes to go with it, plus more game day appetizers. And we didn't even talk about dehydrating. You can use it to dehydrate too. So it's strawberry season in Florida. If you've got a big pallet of strawberries, you want to dehydrate them, make kids snacks, you can.
Bananas too are really great when they're dehydrated. I love that. So there's all the features: air fry, air broil, bake, roast, reheat, dehydrate. You get the 5 kebab skewers that are included, also the 9-inch tongs that are included, and of course you get the racks. Lowest price that we have found on the market. Also, just all the recipes that you're seeing are in the book. And it really is so simple to where it shows you the pictures. So if you're like, well, how long do I know how to cook the chicken versus cooking, my chicken tenders and french fries? It tells you zone 1, what temperature, how many minutes, zone 2, hit smart. So it walks you through everything. So it really is that simple. If you want to make 2 different meals for 4 different people, you can do it in your Ninja double stack. Over 3,100 gone. You'll be so happy getting this home within the next few days and be like, oh my goodness, I actually sit down and not have to babysit as I'm cooking these delicious meals. 891-581 is the IVE number. Rochelle, thank you so much. So
it's always fun feeding you for the afternoon.
I know. I loved it. Bacon, French toast. I mean, I'm not mozzarella sticks. I'm not mad at it. All right, if you want some chicken bites,